Asterisk. Title: The 1907 Bankers Panic and How J.P. Morgan Stopped It, 2026 Guide. Channel: Finance. In October 1907, the United States faced its first major financial crisis since the Panic of 1893. A string of speculative investments in copper mining and oil had pushed several New York banks to the brink of collapse. When the Knickerbocker Trust Company, a major New York clearinghouse, failed on October 22, panic spread quickly. Depositors rushed to withdraw cash, stock prices plummeted, and a domino effect threatened the entire banking system. The crisis was not a simple shortage of money. It was a loss of confidence. Without a central bank, the Federal Reserve would not be created until 1913. There was no lender of last resort to inject liquidity. State-chartered banks, trust companies, and even some railroads found themselves unable to meet withdrawal demands. Credit markets froze, and the New York Stock Exchange halted trading for several days. Enter J.P. Morgan, the most powerful financier of his era. At the time, Morgan headed J.P. Morgan & Common, a partnership that controlled a network of banks, railroads, and industrial firms. When the panic threatened to cripple the economy, Morgan convened a meeting on October 23 at his New York office with the presidents of the country's leading banks, including the New York Clearinghouse Association. Morgan's plan was straightforward but bold: pool the resources of the nation's largest banks and use Morgan's personal capital to provide emergency loans to the most vulnerable institutions. He organized a $25 million trust, a pool of cash that would be distributed to banks on a first-come, first-served basis. In exchange, the participating banks agreed to suspend dividend payments and to support each other's solvency. Over the next few days, Morgan's consortium injected funds into the Knickerbocker Trust, the New York City branch of the National City Bank, and several other institutions. By October 28, the immediate rush of withdrawals had eased, and the New York Stock Exchange resumed trading. The crisis receded without a full-blown depression, largely because Morgan's coordinated response restored confidence in the financial system. Morgan's actions revealed two enduring lessons for today's investors and policymakers. 1. Liquidity matters more than credit. The panic showed that when banks cannot meet short-term demands, even solvent institutions can fail. Modern central banks now act as lenders of last resort to prevent such freezes. 2. Coordinated private action can fill public gaps. In 1907, there was no federal safety net, so Morgan's private network stepped in. The episode directly inspired the creation of the Federal Reserve System in 1913, giving the government a tool to manage future crises. The 1907 Bankers' Panic is a reminder that financial stability hinges on trust and the ability to move money quickly when panic strikes. J.P. Morgan's decisive, collaborative response stopped a crisis that could have deepened into a depression, and it set the stage for the modern banking safety mechanisms we rely on today. This content is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Consider consulting a registered financial advisor before making any investment decisions.